Hello everyone and welcome back. We're playing some Jeskai Reanimator focused on campus renovation. Campus renovation is a little bit different. I made a couple of mistakes in terms of playing this card. You return a target artifact or enchantment. It's not any permanent. I made that mistake. I discarded a creature once and then I couldn't bring it back because dummy head me, just ooga booging as I will sometimes. Other than that, we are early game plan is Strangle, Sword Petition, Make Disappear, and Bitter Reunion as our discard outlet to our one with the Multiverse and Portal to Phyrexia. Again, Ginger Taxes seems like a hit on those, but it's not really considering we cannot reanimate it. The only thing that can is a Portal to Phyrexia. We got Boon as a one of, Ginger Taxes as a one of, we got the Invasion. Here, the blue one that plays with our sideboard. Here's the sideboard. I'll pull it up so we can see. It's Sunset, Revelry at Negate, Faithful Mending, Decisive Cover Up, Sunfall, Farewell, and Silver Scrutiny. So a lot of board wipes, a lot of life gain, maybe some filtering as well, and a single counter spell. But other than that, we have Emperor to keep us alive, Union to do the same, and we have the alternate win condition of Urza with the Might Stone and Weak Stone. It can sometimes draw us cards, make our spells cheaper. And the stable cards of one of Celestis and a one of Realm Breaker, the Invasion Tree, to kind of mill out our opponent if needed and get lands in the process. And Celestis to make us stick around with the life gain, and it's also a discard outlet. The Realm Breaker, if we don't have anything, we can technically... No, we can't target opponent, so I'm lying. Yeah, it's just to mill out our opponent, so you can't do yourself. Other than that, we're just going to get into the games. We have quite a few of them today, so I hope you all enjoy. I don't know if this is keepable. Really weird, because if we're against aggro, this feels really bad. Although we haven't Gonjo. I'm going to try it. I'm not really confident in this keep, though. Playing against something slower, it feels good, but... Find another lane. Our Secret Coast. On our Reanimate spell, we have a discard outlet in the Celestis. We'll potentially be able to get this into play. We have Grixis Reanimator on their side. I would like to discard one with the Multiverse. They don't have anything to reanimate, so we'll play the Celestis. And then we have the green light. They miss. Draw a card. Sure. Discard this one. We just go for it. Not even worry if they play Make Disappear. I mean, they probably play Make Disappear, but never mind. It resolved. If we exile these, we can play them next turn. I'll read the card in a second. Go ahead and get Realm Tree down. 3. Take this action. And off the top, we'll let the Battlefield Forge go. So our Reanimator spell, if you're unaware of what Campus Renovation does, you can kind of still see it. Return up to one target artifact or enchantment card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Exile the top 2 cards of your library until the end of your next turn. You may play those cards. It is a reanimate spell, but can also kind of draw us out of problems that we might run into. So, good to go first. We have a Bitter Reunion. Should be fine with that. We're going to play Storm card first because it'll enter tapped. Then we'll play a Forge into Bitter Reunion. If we find another land, maybe not the land we want to use, but we'll discard the Boon. If we discard it and we end up... Just can't reanimate it. Oops. Either way. Far away from it. Play our Storm card Coast. We'll play down our Celestis. We can sack this, and it'll hold priority, which will be slightly annoying when playing the deck, but this will hold priority to pay 1, give a creature's haste. Sure. Play this. We can get our Might Stone Weak Stone down. We'll draw 2 cards. Now we have a Mana Rock, if needed. We can activate our Celestis, or help us activate our Celestis, and then maybe we can cast Campus. Card the hand size. Third path might not be needed here, so we'll let it go. Portal to Phyrexia. This can help cast Portal to Phyrexia. That is for sure. But here, we're just going to pass. We have 6 mana available. Third path. Not going to fight over that. They go to 27. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. Wandering Emperor in play. Start making 2/2s. Our turn. Play another land. Play another 2/2. Acro 2. Do we have anything? No, only artifact and enchantments. Could slam this, but they screams that they have a counter spell. So we'll activate this. Someday we'll draw. We'll discard this portal, and then we'll hold up 2 Make Disappears here. Again, we're gonna let that go. They're at 32. I'm not too concerned about it. Take action. Let's a land go. We have enough mana to cast Campus and kick or Casualty and Make Disappear. You ever seen the video with the professor and someone else where they just talk about how every ability's kicker? Really good. What's the plan? Looking at my graveyard. They have a way to exile it. Siphon for 3? I will prevent that. We have a lot of strong cards in our deck. I don't want them to potentially be able to interact with it. Do I have enough for this? No, I do not. I need 7 mana. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So close. We'll do this though. We're doing it also to use the ability to draw cards. We hit a land, so that's pretty nice. Plus here. Plus move to combat. Hit for 5. The other reason we didn't really care to fight over the Union, we're able to do it here. We could cast this, but I'm gonna hold up to Make Disappear. We have the chance to cast this next turn, but it looks as though that's fine with me. It looks like we're gonna be able to play Urza here and flip it potentially. Plus here, try to move to combat. I want them to do something if they have it, but they haven't shown to play a counter spell yet. But they have Soul Partition, which can kind of blow this plan out too. 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, we can lose it to a counter spell. Not a counter spell, but a board wipe, which will suck. But we were obviously trying to activate there. Turn. But we get it. Will we get it? Will they get a board wipe? We saw them discard a Sunfall earlier. They could rip a land in the farewell. Multiple options. Okay, they finally let us cycle here. We'll just hold on to this, so we can cast it at this point. Went to time, said okay. I discarded an Emperor. Then it just conceded. Okay. What goes first? We just need to draw lands. Can we draw lands? Can I summon the energy to draw lands? I know what happens when you keep these hands. You never draw the lands. But I'm gonna. I believe. With Bitter Reunion, I get like 5 draws. I get our Sundown Pass down now. If that was a Thalia, we were not in a good time. We will play this. We'll get rid of the target artifact or enchantment. I mean, again, you're a long ways away. We gotta let you go. But I tell you, we will not find a land here today. What if we draw more cards? Of course we gotta draw them now, right? Oh, we drew one. We're slipping through the cracks. I don't think we can strangle the 1/1. Right? Marshall? You got it. And yeah, it's probably going to just plus, right? Or it's going to minus. Okay. Sweet. Go turn. That's not a land, but it can work as a land, kind of. We'll play it. Then we'll strangle here. Now we just need a land to bring back this, and then we can play a portal. The part about playing against white is they're not going to be able to really interact without us being able to play our things and have them do what we want them to. Oh, great. No. Please. We just need a land. We want to keep portal because if we bring back the thing, it'll be fine. I guess I'll do the Mice Stone, Weak Stone. Ossification, yeah, fair enough. I can see where that would be a problem. We just need a land. I'm in so much pain. I mean, get rid of the 3/3, I guess. Hey, looky there. We can discard this because if we play a portal, we need a creature in our graveyard to bring back because they won't have one. Not only is this a land, it is an untapped. Don't you dare blow up my Celestis. Please, I'm asking. Thank you. Please don't blow it up. I just realized turn wasn't over. Okay. This one. Nice. Nice. We're gonna play this one. We're gonna slowly work through the turns. It's like a good thing they weren't the green, white, like infect deck, because I was not even coming close to winning this game. I still haven't won, by the way. I've been to dig for the lands, so I haven't been able to hold up this make the spirit. They left? I mean, fair, I guess. They don't have a way to remove my... I think there is 0 chance we were supposed to win that game, by the way. Opponent goes first, and my hand looks like this. Got to throw that away. It's about like most hands we've had with this deck. We have to throw almost everything back. And tap. Pass. We don't have to worry about playing a red first because Strangle is a sorcery speed spell. I have an answer for Virtuoso. Have to snap that off immediately. Try another one. Try to remove this one. You try to protect, we'll make disappear. Realistically, we should have let them loot first, but we knew what they were going to pitch beforehand. No threat this time around. We'll play Ren Realmbreaker. Do you have a counter spell? No, you do not. Impulse. Now they have to dig for a threat. They probably play like 12. Ghost is probably the best one in their deck. Nothing there. We'll play land. Start activating Ren and Realmbreaker. Or I keep saying Ren and Realmbreaker. It's just Realmbreaker. Mill them. Not red, so we don't have to worry about them having oh, what is it called? Angers in their graveyard. Normally you have to worry about that so they don't get more and more power on each creature that they put up. You could technically sack this at some point and go get the Jinja Taxis out of our deck. Activate here. And weirdly enough, going to be kind of a problem for us actually. Well, no, we're a Reanimator deck. It might not matter. Kill them now. We still get to return land, because I guess it doesn't target, right? Target opponent mills, put a card from their graveyard onto the battlefield tapped. Okay, so it does not target the land that you want to bring back, so it gets around Dennick. Very nice. They hit another land. So. They attack. Tap. We flash this in. If they have Make the Spear, we have Make the Spear. If they have protection, we can make this spear their protection. It's weird to see them play Virtuoso, but then their other creature of choice is like a Dennick. Force them to use all their spells if we can. Phases out, so no draw here. But now also this is weird because -2. This Force Shadows that we have another Ren. Or Ren. Jesus, I am just pronouncing all the cards wrong today. We have another Wanderer. It just tells them that, but also it could be argued that we did it for protection, but bypass doesn't allow us to block anyway. Do this. We really just don't want them to phase out. Into exile. And untapping it, all that, great. Phase out, not great. Okay, they phased out. No? Can't get that. You can play this, plays around Make Disappear. Or a Spell Pierce even. Then we can play off the top, and then we get to play the portal for free. How fast was we milling them, by the way? We were taking 4 cards a turn. I had a great time, thank you. 31 cards to our 45. And we both probably didn't draw any extra. I don't really think so. I think they drew like 1 extra and an impulse. But like, this was really putting the pressure on in terms of kind of milling their library and stealing their lands. So, let's talk about the deck a little bit. Jeskai Reanimator is definitely not a new deck, but this is kind of a new take on it by... Where did his name go? I had it. Oh no. Tragic. There we go. Sonia? How do you say that? Don't play. Sonio? Sonio. This was their take on Jeskai Reanimator. They were playing it pretty high in Mythic. So I wanted to give it a shot. I've never really played with this invasion before. I've seen a couple people like Cover Go Blue play it, and they enjoy it a lot. But the main reason I wanted to try to see how this one worked out. A lot of times the downside of playing this one is you cannot reanimate creatures. I definitely made that mistake once or twice getting into that Jeskai Reanimator mind of what I would like to do. But this can only bring back an artifact or enchantment. Normally not a big deal, considering like if you discard this, you can always bring it back with the portal if that's what you're going to eventually be able to reanimate, or like 1 with the multiverse. But I also found, like, I kept a hand, I think, one time with, like, Boon and Jin's attacks in it, thinking I could discard it and reanimate it with this, but I cannot. So that's definitely slight mistakes. But Jin's kind of cool. I never really got to bring it out this time. It was a menace when it first got printed into our standard format. But it's, like, fine now. People have learned to kind of play around it, or sometimes are just always prepared for it. Boon came in, got removed. Didn't really do a whole lot, but I still think it's a fine card. Maybe in this spot, you could argue cutting it to maybe thicken up the Urza and Mightstone game plan as an alternate win condition. Celestis and Realm Breaker, if you're always finding yourself needing 2 spots in your deck, you want to go big, Realm Breaker is great. Celestis is always very nice. Can gain you a little bit of life, help you keep on the board against some of those aggro decks. Bitter Reunion, it's a little bit spicier in this deck. A lot of times you'll see this paired with like a Traxa style decks because you can sack it and give your Traxa haste to hit them for 7 to gain life. It doesn't really serve that purpose in this deck that much. It's just straight up a discard outlet for your bigger spells. Make Disappear, filling the spot that Make Disappear does. Strangle, kind of keeping us around early. Soul Partition. This also deals with Athalia pretty cleanly in terms of like if we're on the draw. But Third Path can keep our life total high, along with the Emperor, so on and so forth. And our sideboard cards, which we did not get to do this time around, is a Revelry, Negate, Faithful Mending, Decisive Cover-Up, Sunfall, Farewell, and Silver Scrutiny. The deck was fine. I definitely experienced the highs and the lows of it. I started off and went incredible. Then I ran into a hot streak of losses, if you want to call it that, where it didn't come together in terms of I either didn't have a way to discard the big spells, or I had all the discard and I didn't have the big spells, and it was a weird day all around. A lot of people were stuck on lands, and then they would hit them, and then I would get stuck on lands, and then I would hit them or not hit them, and they wouldn't hit them. It was a weird day. So I don't know if it's the best result with the deck in terms of gameplay wise. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed it at least, and go ahead and get on out of here.